What do you think the Commanders' one big thing is?
Yeah, my one big thing for the Commanders is just how Jayden Daniels' game translates to the NFL. We really shouldn't question it. He was so good at LSU in that Heisman season that you could see him coming into the NFL and being a baller right away. And I actually do have really high hopes for him as a rookie because even if he does have some transition period as a passer in the NFL, as a lot of guys do, this isn't a knock on Jayden necessarily. That's how most guys not named CJ Stroud do it. Like it takes a year or two to figure out passing game in the NFL. His legs will be so dynamic. We saw him make so many plays. Now, Jayden Daniels has to learn slide. Don't take those hits. Please don't, because you're not going to last long. Lamar Jackson has learned how to avoid big hits, as we've talked about. Jayden Daniels needs to learn that, or else he's not going to last his whole rookie season. But you think about some of the other guys who have had splashy rookie seasons right away, and this is an easy comp because it's the same franchise. But couldn't he have an RG3 type of rookie season? RG3 came in. He did everything well, simple passing game, really, really athletic, coming off a Heisman season at Baylor. They won the division. They made the playoffs. I've talked a lot about how I think the Commanders could be a real surprise team in the NFL this season, even be in playoff contention, as crazy as that sounds. A lot of that is because I think Jayden Daniels, some of the things he does are going to translate right away. Now, we got to see it, but he brings such a great skill set to the NFL. I'm excited to see this guy, Fitz. I think he's going to be really exciting from day one. He might not be polished day one, year one, but I think he's going to do a lot of good things for the Washington Commanders, and he's going to be one of those guys that kind of takes the league by storm.
I feel like this is a roller coaster year coming for Jayden because the ups are going to be huge and the downs are going to be huge also. There is an element to me where I think you're right about everything you said. I expect him to be a human highlight reel. I loved Jayden coming out of college. I think there's a real opportunity for him. It's going to be really interesting to see how he develops when he is as talented as he is as a runner, how nervous that makes the organization, how much they're willing to let him, how much is Cliff Kingsbury willing to let him just be himself as a player there instead of trying to get him to conform to any sort of offensive rhythm. This is one of the more interesting first years I think we're going to see in the NFL this year. I think Jayden's going to be great. I just expect it to be a year of holy cow followed by holy cow over and over and over again, which is part of just the growth process. But I think right now today they got their quarterback, and I have no reason to believe that he isn't going to be great.